Okay, we just finished talking about the TS200 package. Now we're going to be talking about the T11 package. T11 package is the same price as the TS200. It's 4,700 and it consists of pretty much the same accessories as the TS200. Just slightly different in shape, cosmetic, and in size. So this is the T11 right here. Okay, it's got a base, a pole, an adjustable pole. It goes up, and the way this thing works is you pull it up and it goes up and down. Okay, the minute you let this lever go, it can't go anywhere. So don't force it, otherwise this is a powder coated aluminum, so it's there, it's strong, but it'll get damaged regardless. So make sure you're doing it right. You pull it up, you bring it down, you adjust it based on the kids or adults, your guests. This is the head of the T11. It goes on top up here. I'm sure I got a key in here somewhere on my pile, and this is it right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it in here so you can see the internal of the T11. We sell the T11 for $1,200 each, just the shell. The full package is $4,700. I always advise people to just get the shell. There's no reason for us to be doing the work for you, unless you're wealthy and you got the money. Then by all means do it yourself. But you save more money if you do it yourself. I mean, this video is a basic, it's a guidance. It'll guide you on how to put everything together. So hopefully this helps save you money. Okay, the head of the T11, this right here, your camera goes here, the lens goes out, and your Surface Pro goes in here, which Carlos will be doing the demo on how to put everything in. See this screw right here? You need a screwdriver. You gotta take that out. This thing just easily comes off. This bar right here is gonna hold your Surface Pro from leaning back or from moving at all. So it's good. This also has a face plate, just in case you wanted to use a Surface Pro 2 or a Surface Pro, just the regular ones, the old ones. It has a plate, a face plate. I don't know if I have it in here. Do you know if I have a face plate here? No. It's in my other warehouse in Chino. But in this case, this fits a Surface Pro 3. Okay, automatically we make the new T11 to fit the Surface Pro 3, but I have eliminated the T10 because the T10 accommodates the Surface Pro and Surface Pro 2. But the cutout is so small that I mean, personally I like the T11 because it's got a bigger screen for the Surface Pro 3. But should you have the Surface Pro 2, then you just let me know and I'll send you a faceplate. Well, I'll sell you a faceplate. They're like 20 bucks each, and then you put it in there and you use your Surface Pro 2. What else? It's got a little hole in here. You run the cord there. Your rod, this is where your light goes in. Just screws in here. Just like that. And your cord for your light goes in here. So, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and install this for you so you can see it. So we're gonna go ahead and take the base first, right here. The base is made out of a 1/4 inch thick aluminum or steel. This is pretty light, but I don't like how it's so light. So I modified it a little bit, made it into a steel, so it weighs a little bit more, but at least it's more stable. There's always room for improvement. Okay, this has 2 holes. One here closer to the front and another one closer to the center. We did this just for the just for printer purposes. We thought maybe we can create a printer stand that'll accommodate it. I mean, there's really many reasons, but we've never really done anything about it. It's good to have there just in case, but for me, when I assemble the T11, I like, by the way, if you were to ask me which photo booth models that I like the T11 because it's hassle-free. Okay, now on your T11, you will always get a screw that's built in under. Okay, it's always like this. Sometimes if it's not here, you know, my guys probably forgot it, so I'm sorry. But normally that's, you know, it'll always, this is permanent in there. We screwed that in there so it's permanent, and then this is always there. Now putting this together in here, I always do it this way. I always lean it like that. I put this here, just enough to get it screwed in there. Okay, so it's pretty easy, right? You can do it that way, and I'm not using any tools at all. I'm just using my fingers. Now I'm gonna stand it up, and I'm just gonna keep twisting it, and twisting it, twisting until it stops and it becomes secure. So now it's secure. Can't twist anymore. Now you got the stand. All right, so here it is, facing you. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna slide this on top. Voila. This is your basic T11 that you will buy if you're buying the shell from us. Okay, for $1,200, this is what you're gonna get. It's pretty basic, what can I say? Now I'm gonna go ahead and put all of the equipment inside. Let me get Carlos to zoom in on all of these just so that you know exactly what's going in. You have your camera with your adapter. You know, your camera again comes in with a battery adapter, but you know, it doesn't have an AC adapter on it, so you make sure you get these online. This is a T3, a Canon DSLR T3. You need a hot shoe to communicate with your strobe lights. Okay. For the T11, normally I always tell people, look, if you're using this for your TS200, always take this piece out. Where in this case, it's a T11, it doesn't have a diffuser, leave it in there. You're also gonna need a power strip. You're also gonna need this. This is a USB hub. And this is your Surface Pro 3. Okay, that goes in there. This has one USB, so you could kind of see why you need this hub. You know, this connects in here and you add it in. And you need an umbrella. And you need a DNP RX1 printer, or whichever printer you choose. Where in this package, it comes in with a DNP RX1 printer. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put everything together.
Alright, so I'm gonna show you how to put in these components inside the T11. As you can see here previously in the back, you have the handle here with the key. Go ahead and open that. And this is actually to mount your camera, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. Make sure you have your AC adapter in there. Once your cord hanging out, so you just go ahead and sit that in there. Let me take off that screw first. You want to flip this upside down here, just kind of reinforce the camera in there. Oh, you gotta put the washer on top. Let's see here. Just put the washer there. Alright, so now that that's all, just place the camera in there. A nice tight fit, so it just goes right in there. And you just put this down here, and it screws right on there. And you just screw the whole screw in there. And it's on there securely, that's when you start twisting the wing nut here to tighten it. And you could always just move this forward, back, however you'd like to adjust it. If you want your lens sticking out, or if you want it retract back. So, alright, so now that's in there, it's nice and tight in. We'll go here on the side. For that one, I want to plug in the power source to the AC adapter. So we'll leave that in there for now. You have to put in the hot shoe in there as well. So it's a tight fit. You'll see you just go in right under here. It just slides right in there. So it's just in there, nice and secure. And then for your flash here, this actually just mounts right on top of there. So you want to loosen this one here to give it space. We'll loosen this one here to adjust it a bit. Adjust it up there so that it reflects off the flash, off the umbrella. And this here just tightens up to the rod so that it stays in place. Alright, so that's nice and safe on there, it's not going anywhere. And you get your umbrella here. It's just a nice little small umbrella. Just open it up. See it clicks on there. Make sure it clicks on there, that way it won't close on you. And you can just slide that on here as well. It has a little holder in there. You'll see down here, your umbrella just slides right into that, and it's nice and secure once it's in there. So you see it's not going to go anywhere. Shake it up, it's not going to move. Alright. As far as the sync cord, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. The synchronized cord just goes in back here. And then this end here, the small end, just put that right into the hot shoe. Alright, so there it goes. As far as the power source, will be this power strip here. And then basically this just goes right onto the side here. You see it has two holders here. We put those in there for a reason, so you can just put your zip ties in here and then just slide it right in there. You see it just right in there. Put your other one as well. And then you can just simply put your power strip right on there. And then just zip tie it on there. Of course, when you put that on there, you want to make sure you avoid covering any of the power outlets, since you will be using them. There you go. So now it's nice and snug in there. We can just clip these extras here. And for the most part, you see it's just in there, nice and secure. It's not going to move anywhere. It's nice and safe. Alright, so to put in the Surface Pro here, you'll see you got this bar here. It has screws on the side. You just got to adjust here. Just twist them out, and they just come right off. So, put them on for now. I'm going to grab the Surface Pro here. The Surface Pro is nice and slim. I want to go ahead and just put that right in there.
The power is located on the top.
Yep.
On the side, there is a button in here also.
Yeah.
Your USB plugs
on this side.
and then that side.
Yeah. Go ahead and put that in here. So you see it's just a perfect fit. Sits right in there.
Let's go ahead and put that right there.
And you just get this bar here and just place it on the back side of it. So So you want to tighten it where it's just enough to hold it in, but you don't want to squeeze the Surface Pro either, because you might have some issues if you do that. Whoops. Flip this side. Alright, so once you put in your Surface Pro, you'll see this bar just kind of holds it right safe in there. I didn't tighten it too tight, just to leave it a little bit of space, so that way it doesn't get squeezed or anything. That way it doesn't malfunction. So it has a little free space, but not too much. That way it's perfect in there. So you see, as far as your charger, you're plugging your charger, your flash, and all that stuff. All these cables would run through here. I mean, you got your power strip like I showed you earlier. It goes on here with the zip ties. You just zip tie it on here. All your plugs plug right into there, and then your power strip literally just goes right down here. And then from down there, let me show you here. Close this. From down there, you'll plug in an extension cord, and it'll meet down here as well. So it'll just come out right through here, and then you just plug it into your port. So you'll see it's just a nice, neat presentation. No cables sticking out. It's all gonna run through this pipe here and out through there. So all the wiring is gonna be plugged in here to your power strip on the side here. Alrighty, so basically this is how it is here. Let me turn this around, move this closer. It's real lightweight, and then of course, again, this is fully adjustable. Once it's unlatched, it's not going to move anywhere. You don't want to force it anywhere. You don't want to force it down, you might scratch this. All you got to do is lift these up once again. So lift it up, just hold these up, hold it down. Just goes according to the people taking pictures. If it's smaller children or adults, you'll just go from there as far as height. So yeah, this is basically the setup here, how it's going to look. You got your umbrella right there, reflect off the flash. You got your camera sticking out here. Like I said, it's fully adjustable if you want the lens sticking out like this, or you can push it farther back. Your Surface Pro here. And then, like I said, all your wiring will go through the piping here, and your extension cord sticks right out, and you just plug it in, and that's your general setup for a T11.
Let's talk about the printer.
As far as the printer goes, for the most part, I recommend getting a DMP RX1. Real reliable printer. You'll see when you open it here, it's double box, so it's real nice and secure in there. Once you open it, you'll see a DMP driver's disc. You'll see the USB cord, which of course you need, and you have your metal tray here, which they upgraded. It used to be a plastic one, but the metal one's a lot more sturdier. You don't have to worry about it breaking. And you see it's nice and padded in here. It's packaged up. And you have your owner's manual here. Basically, quick tutorial on how to load up your paper and whatnot.
And there's also videos on our YouTube channels that tells you how to load the DMP. And what he's opening right now is the accessories.
Yeah, these are accessories here. So these here are actually what go into your media kits. So when you get your media kit, these literally just like stick right into them. So you just stick your media kit, put these on each end, and it just loads right in there.
And again, if you wanted to know how to load in the paper, that's also accessible in YouTube. You just type in DMP RX1, and you'll see a whole bunch of them, showing you how the media kits are loaded into the system.
Yeah, definitely. And then your power cord is also inside this accessory box as well. So don't freak out if you don't see it up here. Only your USB cord is out here in display, but the power cord is actually in here with the accessory box.
Right. And of course, for 4700, it also comes with a backdrop, just like this one, and everything else that you see. Anything else besides that, I believe, are extras.
Yeah. And then Don't forget the keys in the back. You don't want to lose these because then you won't be able to access the inside of the T11. So make sure to always keep these on your keychain and keep a close eye on them.